guys, Mapletail here. Happy Valentine's Day. Almost. I don't usually do a video for the occasion, but today I'm taking on a February Baldur's Gate 3 challenge by RenMasaoAnkoku called Grand Revel. This is the same person who ran the Tavember challenge I did here on the channel a couple months ago, so I was excited to see they were running another like it. From my understanding, this challenge is based on the D&D equivalent of Valentine's Day, and is thus more relationship focused. I still mostly did whatever I wanted for the prompts again, but I tried to keep that in mind. Also, minor spoiler warning for some of the story details of Baldur's Gate 3. Let's get into it. I'm doing this challenge in a sketch page format again like last time, as it's something I've really been enjoying doing lately, and it helps me not to get burnt out for longer art challenges. The page I'm working on today includes the prompts Injury, Casual, Quality Time, and Fear. Last time I had enough Baldur's Gate OCs to draw each one for 2 prompts. Now, I had enough that every prompt got their own OC. So today we're drawing some of the ones I've never drawn before. They are all Tavs, what the game calls your player character by default, that I have either just started a playthrough with, or that I plan to play sometime in the future. Let's start with prompt 12, Injury. I decided to draw my Tav February Corer for it. February is one of my newer OCs. She is a strong heart halfling and a wild magic sorcerer. I really love how her design came out. Very sunset, very lesbian flag. The scene I chose to draw for her is one from before her adventure in the game, defending her younger sister July from being taken by the Nautiloid at the start of the game, being injured in the process. July is a half high elf and wild magic barbarian. I thought it would be fun to create a pair of wild magic characters here. The two are from an alternate universe to my main Baldur's Gate OCs, just to give me some more freedom when writing their stories. They are children to friends Frond Corer, who has different children in the main timeline, and an OC I created based on a random generator challenge, Rose Gold. The two co-parented the siblings in the Circus of the Last Days that is featured in Act 3 of the game. July got her own prompt the week prior, so I tried to pose this one in such a way that focuses more on February, which I'm sure you'll see me struggle with immensely with the sketch. Prompts 13 and 14 I drew together, with OCs Stormy Dapperling and Bay Brittlestem. I chose Casual for them as they have a bit of an undefined relationship, a crush in there at least. And Quality Time, as it's not something afforded to either of them in their stories, but I wanted the chance to draw something a bit happier for the two. Stormy is my Storm Sorcerer Dwagar. She starts her story on the wrong side of things due to circumstance, but works hard to be better, and when she falls for Deep Gnome and Gloomstalker Ranger Bay, those feelings of wanting to be better only intensify. Unfortunately, neither are able to do anything about any feelings before the events of the game takes place. Bay finding freedom in being taken by the Nautiloid, and Stormy wanting nothing more than to return to the Underdark that the two call home. Today's final prompt, number 15, Fear, featuring Bryony Verosa. Bryony is my Lightfoot halfling and druid Circle of Spores. She was born a shadow magic sorcerer, and her dark powers were abused by the people of her village. While Bryony gave those powers willingly, wanting nothing more than to protect her people, the darkness wreaked havoc on her body, causing many scars which can be seen in today's sketch. When she was tadpoled at the beginning of the game, the strain of her magic became too much and she was forced to seek a different path, choosing that of a druid. Her greatest fear is losing her home and her people's ways, the loss of her birth magic only making her more afraid. This was probably one of my favorite sketches of the challenge, but I'd also like to share the rest while I'm here. Full disclosure, I finished the entirety of this challenge before February even started. I was just too inspired to wait. So let's take a look at the previous days. Day 1 was dynamic, with a redraw of Adara and Luna. These are AU versions of the two, as they were first original story OCs of mine, and neither are player characters, but I did use this design of Adara as my first Tav Stream Guardian, which I figured was close enough. Day 2 was Challenge with November Corer, my Dark Urge champion wood elf, feeling the effects on herself and her relationships of becoming half Illithid. Day 3 was Kin with Aether Hallowwood, the Light Domain Cleric, also a wood elf, with her half-elf son Azir. Day 4 was Past with another newer OC, January Underglade, the Arcane Archer Tiefling, seeing someone from their past for the first time since losing their memory. Day 5 was Trust with the Baldur's Gate 3 version of Mapletail, who I used as a guardian in one of my playthroughs. I've been wanting to redraw her since her redesign, so this felt like a perfect opportunity. Her first design can be found in my AU/OC challenge, a 5th World video. Day 6 was Gift, with January's twin, April Underglade, the tiefling swashbuckler, who is about to fail at their mission and get adopted instead. Day 7 was Formal, with Half-Drow and Draconic Sorcerer, Lacelite Havelock. The first time I've drawn them with their in-game hair, and just an excuse to put them in a fancy dress. Day 8 was combined with Day 9, Conflict and Annoyance, featuring Moon Overdale, the Drow Druid of the land, and the drawing of July I mentioned earlier. December is also in this drawing as a little bonus, but they get their own day too. July is Dream Guardian to Moon in his playthrough, as I like to design my guardians based on the previous playthrough's player character, while December's spirit haunts Moon for less nefarious reasons. Day 9 was Growth, with a hopeful Wildheart and High Elf September core, while Day 11, Value, features Rainy Day, the Half-Orc Bard, and my bestie's OC, Lizzie. And that brings us to today's piece. The rest will be posted on all my social media, linked in the description throughout the rest of the month. Thanks for watching! I've been having a lot of fun with these Baldur's Gate 3 art challenges. It gives me a good excuse to draw the rest of my tabs, outside of my favorites. I'm gonna keep a lookout for more like it, or maybe make one of my own one of these months. I hope you enjoyed my sketches and rambling, and I'll see you next Thursday.